Some stories arrive with trumpets and fireworks, but others, they slip quietly into the world, almost unnoticed. The Nativity is one of those stories. Moments so humble, so small, you could almost miss it, and yet it changed everything. Let's step into it together. It begins in a small town called Nazareth. Nothing fancy, just a place where people worked hard, lived simply, and tried to honor God the best they could. There, a young woman named Mary is going about her life, and then suddenly everything changes. An angel appears. Not with thunder or lightning, just a message that feels almost impossible to take in. He tells her she's been chosen, that she will give birth to a son. And not just any son, but the long-awaited Messiah. You can imagine the swirl of emotions, surprise, confusion, maybe fear, but also a quiet courage. Mary says, "Let it be as God has said." And with that simple yes, the story moves forward. Now, Mary is engaged to a man named Joseph, a carpenter, steady and thoughtful. When he learns she's expecting, he doesn't know what to do. He wants to do the right thing, to be kind, but he's human, and this is a lot to process. Then he has a dream. An angel tells him, "Don't be afraid. This child is from God." Joseph wakes up with clarity. He chooses Mary. He chooses faith. He chooses to step into a story bigger than himself. Not long after, the Roman Empire orders a census. Everyone has to travel to their ancestral town to be counted. For Joseph, that means Bethlehem. So he and Mary set out on a long, dusty road, days of walking, resting, moving again. Mary is heavily pregnant. Joseph is doing everything he can to keep her safe. You can almost picture them, two ordinary people, carrying an extraordinary promise, making their way through crowded roads and busy villages. By the time they reach Bethlehem, the town is overflowing. Every home, every guest room, every corner is full. Joseph knocks on doors. He asks for help. But the answer is always the same. No room. Finally, someone offers a small shelter, a place where animals are kept. It's not ideal, it's not clean, but it's all they have. Sometimes the greatest moments happen in the most unexpected places. That night, in the quiet darkness, Mary gives birth to her son. She wraps him in cloth and lays him in a manger, a feeding trough, because there's nowhere else to put him. It's simple. It's humble. It's peaceful, and yet heaven is paying attention. Not far away, a group of shepherds are watching their flocks. They're ordinary workers, doing an ordinary job on an ordinary night. Then the sky bursts open with light. An angel appears and tells them a Savior has been born. And suddenly, the night is filled with a chorus of angels singing about peace on earth. The shepherds don't hesitate. They run, literally run, to Bethlehem. And when they find Mary, Joseph, and the baby lying in the manger, everything the angels said makes sense. They leave filled with joy, telling everyone they meet what they've seen. Mary listens to all of it, the shepherd's excitement, the angelic message, the wonder of it all. And she treasures these things in her heart. It's a moment of stillness, of reflection, a reminder that sometimes God's greatest work begins quietly, gently, in places we'd never expect. The Nativity isn't just a story about a birth, it's a story about hope arriving in the simplest way possible, about light entering darkness without fanfare, about ordinary people saying yes to extraordinary things. It reminds us that even when the world feels crowded, chaotic, or uncertain, there is room for peace, room for courage, room for God to do something new.